Yo, what's going on, my amigos and amigas? Welcome back to a brand new video. Hope you're doing well. It's been quite a few months, if not years, since I made a video on a comedian. I believe the last time I did it was like a year ago or something. And I thought to myself, why don't I talk about another comedian? With that said, let me present you one of the worst comedians I have ever seen in my life.
My God, that's dangerous, isn't it? For the radio, I mimed walking into a thing. Hello. When I chose my topic, I was under extreme stress. So I am here to talk about why shoes are overrated. Yes, an essential thing that we all need.
Why does she look like the most boring person on planet Earth? I respect pretty much every comedian except Amy Schumer because it must be scary to perform in front of 10 people. I remember once I performed in front of like 100 people at a middle school play and I almost passed out and died. But at the same time, I'm not charging people to come and watch me. Just imagine this. Imagine you go out on a date and you're with your girl or your guy and you're like, you know, I'm bored. Let's go to this comedy club. And this is the first act that you see. I get it. Everyone starts off somewhere. Not everyone could be instantly funny, but that's what you practice. This is the equivalent of someone trying to play for the NBA, but they've never threw a ball before. Let's talk about shoes.
But no, seriously, by the end of this, you're probably going to be throwing your shoes into the Thames. You'll be so convinced by my argument. Don't do that, guys. That would be really weird.
Ain't no one doing that. This woman gives me preschooler, kindergarten vibes. With my jokes, I'm going to blow your shoes away. Not everyone is good at certain things. For example, I could never be a stand-up comedian. I don't think I could handle it. I'll be too nervous. I'll be sweaty. I'll be throwing up everywhere. That's exactly why I'm not gonna do it. Sometimes you just gotta find out the hard way. Comedy, definitely not her thing.
Also, really inconsiderate to all of the animals that live in the river. They don't want your shoes all up in their gills. It's a joke. Also, imagine now when you go and buy your jelly deals. We all buy jelly deals from the river, right? It'll be served in a wet Nike. Is that what you want, Radio 1? Is that what you want? Jelly deals served in a...
Why is she breathing so much into the microphone? Is that what you want? Nike, is that what you want? Like, dude, chill out. The microphone is so far down her throat. Back it up. Why is no one there to tell her anything? Someone needs to set a fire alarm off. Something needs to be done to protect this woman and her dignity. Someone please yank her out the stage. Take her off. Is this happening to me? I don't think I could ever show my face publicly again.
Because I will open that pop-up restaurant. I'm looking for a new career direction. Of course you don't want that because shoes are rubbish as food packaging. That's one of the reasons they're overrated. Also, other reasons that they are overrated. I asked my boyfriend why he thought that they would be overrated, and
ain't no way this girl has a boyfriend. Like, let me just stop that cap. This gives me the same vibes as the kid at school who would say, oh yeah, I have a girlfriend. She goes to a different school. Straight up the biggest cap I've ever seen in my life. If I could describe this woman in one picture or one thing, it would be a white piece of paper. Definitely one of the comedians of all time.
And now I am single. Because that is a fucked up thing to say. I'm just joking. We broke up before that. And now I have to move all of my shoes out of his flat.
Okay, did I ask? This whole thing about shoes, like, drop it. Stop talking about shoes. We get it. You hate shoes. You want to throw them all around. Like, okay, whatever. We get it. This has been going on for like 2 minutes. Like, drop the subject and do something else. This is not working. If something is not working, you go to the next thing. It's like dragging a dead body. Oh, it's too heavy. Just drop it. Leave it alone. It's not worth it. It's not working. You're just getting pity laughs.
I have to move all of my shoes out of his flat. And that is mostly why I chose shoes. Why do I have so many shoes? Oh, God. Ah!
Please, for the love of God, someone yank her away. Someone tell her her mom died or her dad has explosive diarrhea and she needs to go back home ASAP. Someone please get her off. This is painful to watch.
Why do I have so many shoes? Oh, God. Ah! Hey, look, if shoes didn't exist, you wouldn't have this stereotype of women being obsessed with shoes, right? And sexism wouldn't exist.
What?
Shoes create sexism. I'm saying if we get rid of shoes, there'll be no sexism. Like, the poster for The Devil Wears Prada would probably be different.
You know what? I apologize to Amy Schumer. She's a goat. She's a legend compared to this woman. Nah, this is not it. And once again, this is like 3 or 4 minutes in. She keeps talking about shoes. Shoes equals sexism. The further I look into it and the further I look for explanations, the worse it gets. This makes no sense.
Radically different. Just imagine the future without shoes. Also, think about how clean and tidy all the streets would have to be.
Okay.
I think they'd have to like have a law that if you had a pet, you'd have to follow it around with your hands on its bumhole.
No, the jokes are not it. Not one has worked. And I love comedy. I've never been to a comedy club, but I would love to go to one day. Whenever Dave Chappelle comes, you know I'm going. You gotta go see the goat.
Because you wouldn't be allowed to let it go. And that's going to put off a lot of kids at Christmas, isn't it? So if shoes didn't exist, there would be far fewer animals getting thrown in the canal at New Year's.
What?
Come on, guys. No, but seriously, also socks, like...
Oh my god, shoes, socks, underwear. Where do we stop? Why we shouldn't wear clothes? Everyone should just walk around naked. Where's this going?
Socks, they do so much of the work, yet get so little of the credit. Like the 3 other guys in Coldplay. Like, what's wrong with socks? You know, think about those dweeby people who wear sandals and socks. If there were no shoes, they wouldn't be dweebs. Shoes are stopping us from teleporting! Yes. And also, how am I going to move 60 pairs of shoes?
We get it, you're hurt. I cannot believe there's not a single person that exists that is behind the curtain and they're like, oh, cut it out.
I'm going to have to carry them in a bin bag, which will inevitably split over the street, and it'll be very humiliating. God, I hate shoes. I'm so lonely. Yes, no, I have broken up with my boyfriend, and I do need to move all of my shoes. But I've got lots of socks, as I said, and some of them are really beautiful, and I can fit
Grandma
all of my
vibes.
socks in one medium-sized bag for life. But apparently moving out just my socks is not enough.
Like, maybe at first you thought, oh my god, it's cute, it's adorable, she's trying something, yay. At some point you gotta realize, this ain't it. I'm lonely. Shoes, socks, I'm alone, I gotta move. Shouldn't you be doing that instead of performing at this comedy night before you get kicked out and you're homeless? With that said, I just had to share that with you guys. Please like and subscribe for my sacrifice. I would really appreciate it. And with that said, I'll see you guys tomorrow in the brand new video, right? I'm gonna head out. It's like 11:26 and this is what I'm doing on a Sunday. I don't know whose life is more pathetic, mine or the performer. But with that said, I'm gonna head out now. Peace.